The redundancy story every lawyer needs to hear. Lawyers don't ever expect to be made redundant. It just doesn't fit our narrative. Top grades at school, years of study and a record of high achievement. I remember working with a third-year lawyer from a good boutique firm who was thinking to move to a larger national firm, and that was her dream. And then the rug was pulled from under her feet. Without warning, her firm decided to let a few lawyers go, including her, and she was suddenly thrown into the job market. Having never experienced that, her response to it was to try and get a better job with more money and long-term prospects in a larger national firm. And while this might have been achievable without a redundancy, the gap opening up on her CV and a tight job market at that time, a move into a better firm might have taken months, and she had no time for that. The trouble with thinking like a lawyer when making career decisions is that lawyers are also used to working through problems in linear fashion. If A, then that leads to B, etc. And I don't think that's always the best way to tackle a problem like a redundancy. So I explained to her that my theory in these situations was to work out a plan A, plan B and a plan C and execute each of those plans in unison. That way, instead of trying plan A and then finding that might fail and then moving to plan B, we would set her up to do all three plans at once while she was still marketable. So that if she failed with plan A, her marketability would not have dropped so much that when she tried to execute plan B, she would fail at that too. She decided to stick with her linear way of thinking and she tried plan A for a couple of months. By the time she was willing to try plan B, every firm of her size wondered not only why she'd been made redundant, but was also wondering why no one else had hired her. We parted ways after that, or so I thought, and about 12 months later I received a CV from her, and she was in fact working in a large national law firm but had literally taken on a personal assistance role instead of a lawyer's role. Now I'm 100% sure that if she'd followed my advice and joined a good firm right away, maybe a plan B, maybe a plan C, she could have worked her way back up into a national firm 12 to 18 months later. So sometimes when you're working out what to do in your career, the longer path is the right career path.